Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Work No Game video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. 7,500 subs was doing that giveaway. We are super close to it. Also, if you're first time here, welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and talk about this battle pass. So, some of y'all are wondering, is this thing worth $10? Well, we got to go over a few things before we just jump right in there and give like the whole review, right? So these are the previous battle passes. I left the links to them. I'll leave the links to the Google Sheets and everything. And as far as this goes, it's pretty obvious that there is a lot of value to them, right? So before we jump into the third battle pass and talk about why it's good or bad or what have you, let's go ahead and break it down. So the first battle pass they ever gave us was absolutely busted. By that I mean we got the most busted character, Hachishiki. You could say that she is like almost just as broken as Kasumi. Like, that's how powerful she is. And not to mention the amount of tickets plus diamonds is technically 7,000, right? You also got Fury Shawl, Purple Sword, the purple shoes, pretty much a bunch of gear that's like insanely good. And the amount of fans and diamonds that you got, it just felt good. Like, it felt good looking at this, golden piece, this fortune piece, right? Now the next battle pass, some were like, it doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel right. Because you got Yume, who didn't hit as hard as Hachishiki. So you were like, okay. And then you got 5,000 diamonds, which it looked okay for the most part, right? You got a total of 7,000 diamonds. But the gear, I think rubbed people the wrong way because it wasn't the gear that folks wanted. Then you also look into the fans. You got a little bit less fans, but you also got a free accessory for this one compared, well, you also got the Fury Shawl, which was technically better. But pretty much what happened was the first battle pass is leagues ahead of the second battle pass. And then we go to the third battle pass, and then everyone's like, what is this? What's going on here? I feel like I'm being scammed. So let's go over a couple of things. Just note that pretty much we get Eileen if you buy the battle pass, but you get 120 shards. What this isn't telling you though is for the free-to-play for fortune level, you can actually get one copy of Eileen absolutely for free if you manage to get to level 100. Level 40, you get 15. When is it? Level 70, 15. And then there's one more. Well, there's two more technically. And then level 100, you get 15, right? There's also, I'm pretty sure you can get 60 from this. Yeah, right here. Level 130, you get 15, right? In the end of it, you can get one copy because that's 60 shards in total. It's not showing because it's still level 100, but you can see right here, level 130, you get 15. You can get a free copy of Aileen. Or Eileen. That's how folks wanted me to pronounce it. But for the most part, this is the first battle pass where you can get a character absolutely for free as a free-to-play player. All you have to do is grind. And not to mention, they also increase the EXP that you can gain for the battle pass, right? So that is pretty amazing of itself. Some of you are probably wondering though, okay, well, we can get it for free, but what about the value for the actual pass? The value for the pass is still there. Now, some of you would argue, or you showed us that Google spreadsheets. Obviously, you get more diamonds and stuff. What's going on here? You're obviously not saying something, right? All right, let's talk about it. So the gear, obviously it's worse. There's nothing even to justify that. We get limited tickets on this one. You don't usually get limited tickets. And do we know the value of limited tickets? Usually one limited ticket is roughly, 2,000 diamonds for 5 tickets. So, this is obviously more than 5, right? So it has a little bit more value. You could technically say that this is maybe like 5,500 or, something like that. It's not like this thing is going to bump up. I'm not trying to justify this pass. What I'm trying to tell you is that they pretty much balance this pass so that free-to-play can somewhat compete with people who pay for the battle pass. It's still insane value, right? For the actual diamond cost for 10 bucks. Like, this thing is still insane value. You get 2,000 diamonds by spending 15 bucks. But here, you get double the diamonds, if not triple the diamonds for 10 bucks. So it's like, okay, you get way more value right off the bat from the battle pass. You get gear, you get a character who you can probably 5-star because of the amount of free stuff or the amount of stuff that you get from the battle pass. Is this worse than any other of the battle passes? The answer is yes. Like, that's That's a 100% yes. The third battle pass compared to the other two battle passes, yes, it's not, it is nowhere near in the same realm of value. But the thing is this third battle pass is the most free to play friendly, and that's something that I want us to take a look at, right? While we had better battle passes before, this one is the best one for free to play. It rubs us the wrong way and it pushes our buttons, and I understand why, because at first glance it looks like we're being scammed. In some ways you can say yes to that, I'm not going to argue that point, but in other ways they actually made the game more balanced, which is rare for games to even do, because they didn't have to do this, but they gave us the battle pass character for free and they gave some decent gear. Not to mention they doubled the fans, they also doubled the amount of exp that you get, or not even doubled, this is like tripled or quadrupled the amount of quest exp that you could gain a week. It's not on the same like level. It's like they made the battle pass and they revamped it for free to play, right? So it doesn't look as good. But those are my rough thoughts. Like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? It's up to you. Honestly, I think it's okay and it's still insane value. I only have one challenge ticket. This is really sad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a bit of exploration, talk about like the new Yomi Palace and stuff, and some of the missed opportunities I think that they had with this exploration. Because for the most part, there are some things where I'm just like, man, this has so much potential, like the previous like exploration map, but there's no actual quest in it, I believe. It's just, you know, walk around and kill the dudes, and yeah, it's boring. Because it's just this one. You kill Fenebeth and that's it. Anyways, missed opportunities and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all are riled up about the Battle Pass, right? And when it comes down to it, I don't think the Battle Pass, when they first released it, they didn't know what they were doing, just to be upfront. And now they are slowly trying to figure out a proper balance for the Battle Pass. And it's going to look ugly. It's going to look disgusting as we move forward. But the thing is, for 10 bucks, the amount of stuff you get, it's insane. But think about the people who never get the Battle Pass ever. Think about the disadvantage that they have. And I understand that any gacha is not supposed to be, you know, too free-to-play friendly. There's a certain point where, you know, pay-to-win should technically have an advantage. But the thing is Illusion Connect's making an effort, and it looks super terrible on them. For like, it makes it seem that they're gypping the people who actually pay for the game, and they're not giving us the full experience that we once had with the previous battle passes. And to that I say, you're absolutely right. There's no questions that it's wrong. Thing is, they should probably properly address why this battle pass changes occurred, instead of me trying to, you know, sort of justify it. I know this video is going to get some dislikes. I know that people are not going to agree with me. But the thing is I have to take this into perspective, this to seem like it's an absolute failure. Because it's not an absolute failure on the Battle Pass. They did some things right. They made it better for everyone in the long term. And it's something that I hope that they communicate on the stream, just so that you hear it from the dev's mouth, because it came out of nowhere. This is what happens when you release something in the game that looks ugly, but there were actually good intentions behind the actual implementation. And that's one of the things where communication is key when it comes to anything. So moving forward, I hope Illusion Connect, the developers, the publishers, Super Prism, whoever it is, they say beforehand, these are the changes that we're going to make. If not, we're going to run into this issue again. And it's a common thing in gacha. You see this happen all the time, where people just like, oh my god, this is a terrible game. What did they do to everything? You know, we're looking at what's happening. We're not looking at what they're trying to do. It's reasons for actions, not just the action, right? That's my full review on this Battle Pass. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Bork, are you just trying to defend the company? What are you doing? You know, yell more? For the most part, this is how I feel. I think it's a good change. It helps free-to-play players, but at the same time, it doesn't help, you know, people who previously bought the Battle Pass or want to get into the Battle Pass because they want the same amount of value from the previous ones. And when it comes down to it, I agree on both sides, but at the same time, it's just something that needs to be better communicated. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. 7,500 subs will be in that giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.